I'm going to talk a little bit about, why Lean AppSec. What does that Lean mean? And so as we're thinking about application security, whether you're at a startup or a Fortune 500, most teams are under similar constraints. They rarely have all the time, all the money, all the people to do everything that they think is important to reduce risk. And so by default, whether they choose to or not, they have to run Lean. But that's not the only meaning of the Lean and Lean AppSec. Yes, Lean can mean, thin on resources, but there's another way to think about it. And it's what this program is about is really about helping the community share best practices for doing the best with what you have. And so what we've found is that whether by accident or by design, teams that are succeeding are doing it because they're using lean manufacturing principles. So that's the second meaning of the Lean and Lean AppSec. Now, lean manufacturing is all about eliminating waste, figuring out how to be the most efficient while still producing top quality results. So it's not just about a shoestring budget, but it's about being really strategic about where you apply the people, the time, the resources you have. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the lean manufacturing principles and how we can think about them and apply them to Lean AppSec and application security. And what you're going to see throughout this event is the experts that we've brought in, whether again by design or by accident, are actually using some of these principles. And so the first principle that I want to talk about is, following this methodology requires an understanding of your company's value, both in terms of business and customer objectives. So really understanding your company's value streams. For application security, then taking that a step further, you're thinking about how do you map the value from your company's value streams to the activities that application security does, so you can be really laser focused on delivering value. Next, we create states of flow where you have clean and continuously improved processes. So thinking about here, how are you going to use your limited resources efficiently, effectively? You're looking for ways to create flow states for both application security and engineering so that you don't waste resources. And third, the third principle that we've pulled out here is create pull-based systems. And so what do we mean by that? A lot of times, application security and certainly other teams in the organizations are going to be pushing work on other teams. And of course, in the case of security, it's pushing work on developers. And so as we think about creating a pull-based system, it's demand-driven. So think about, if you know anything about lean manufacturing, the concept of just-in-time practices, where you're doing things at the time that they're needed. With application security, this is thinking about how can you embed AppSec activities into the software development lifecycle rather than bolting it on later. For example, this might be something that looks like ensuring your developers don't see vulnerability reports for things they don't have to fix. So you're eliminating busy work with this. So I want you to kind of think about these concepts of what does it mean to be lean? What does it mean to use lean principles in your application security programs?